Are we starting? This is a good angle. I like the side angle. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ooh, I know you see me standing here.
Do
Do I
I
look
look
good,
good,
my
my dear?
dear?
Do
Do
I
I
look
look
good
good
today?
today? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Oh man. Okay. All right.
We choose to go to the moon.
You son of a bitch. I'm in. What's your name?
That's Joey.
Hey, how you doing?
What's your name?
Good morning, Angel.
What was said was for you and for you alone.
And don't worry about the days.
What is?
Did I do that?
What is that from?
Zoe 101.
My
You
gosh,
were so
free
confused the whole
Britney.
time. And fuck Jamie. I heard they were beefing.
What happened to Jamie? Do you know what happened to Jamie?
Isn't she like all religious now?
I know that she quit the show because she had a baby,
Yeah.
but then what happened to her?
I think she just went down that religious hole, probably. Yeah, because she's not for Britney anymore. So I'm on Team Britney. Anyway, welcome back to the Angel and Joey show.
Welcome back. I'm drinking a margarita. I'm having a good time.
Yes, episode 22 in the books. 22 is actually my number. I didn't even recall that until
Why 22?
well, I guess you'll have to find out next month.
What do you mean?
But actually 4 is my number, but 22 is my like, okay. Suddenly I miss Bellum. But yeah, I like the number 22.
Hold up. 22?
Yeah.
Why 22?
I always see 22.
What do you mean you
4
always
is my
see
favorite,
22?
but I always see 22. 22 in anything.
Do you believe in zodiac signs and whatnot?
I should talk to somebody about this today.
And Chinese animal stuff? What year were you born? 95?
95.
So you're also a wood pig,
Yes.
like me.
Yes.
A lot of people know their animal, but not their element. And
Why
there's
wouldn't you know your element? Is
there's
your
a
element
element.
different from the fires? Like because we're fire signs. Is the element different?
It's different. We're fire signs with our star, like our sun sign
Yeah.
is a fire sign.
Yeah, and then
Like the Sagittarius is a fire.
Gotcha.
But the pig is our Chinese animal.
Yes.
But with each year of that animal comes with a different element. So I know there's wood, fire, water, earth.
Oh, I did not know that.
So we are wood pigs.
Okay, I was wondering why you said wood at first. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I believe in like astrology to a certain extent, but however, I'm just like not as researched in it. So like if somebody gave me like a crystal, I'm for sure gonna keep it. I'm like in like high school, my friend gave me her tarot cards and I still have them.
I really want to do some tarot cards.
Yeah, but I think she gave them to me and she wrapped them up in like this cloth that she had because she had to protect the energy of the tarot cards. So do I still have those? I don't know.
Okay, according to the Chinese horoscope, every 5th year of the pig is a wood pig year.
Mm-hmm.
When the sign of the pig is tempered by wood, certain characteristics emerge and become dominant. Wood pigs are very insistent. You may find yourself overwhelmed by generosity. A wood pig will give him or herself until there is almost nothing left to give. As a result, those who are wood pigs, according to the zodiac, should be careful to take time for themselves and rejuvenate.
You know,
They have wood pig man and wood pig woman.
one thing
also.
that I was thinking about is like the tricky thing about astrology and looking at horoscopes from any old site is that you hear something, you see a statement, and you're like, oh, I recall a moment where I was being in that mood or whatever. That's you.
Just keep talking.
Okay. You like recall a moment where where you were like, oh yeah, I was insistent when I was talking to this such and such person. So I think, taking astrology into mind is fine, but making sure you're balanced with it. Like, you don't have to go overboard. Like when you meet a new person, you're like, what's your astrological chart, so that you can kick them out of your lives if it doesn't line up with
I recently
yours.
just met someone who is like that. It's like, oh, this is your sign, blah 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 blah.
Because it's
just
giving
so
very
annoying.
yeah, it's giving very much like, put me in a box. Don't put me in a box.
And as a person who is somewhat interested in it, there's a lot of aspects to it that the people who are like that, who will cash you out, they cash you out because of your sun sign. And then I'm like, oh, okay, what's your moon sign? They're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, you're ready to cast someone out because of this sign, but you don't know the rest of it. You got your sun sign, your moon sign, your ascending sign, and then there's like 9 other signs around the whole circle.
It's a whole pizza pie, but like
a lot of mine are Capricorn, which is disgusting.
I don't think mine are.
I've never dated anyone who wasn't a Capricorn.
Interesting.
I don't know what's going on here.
For me, oh my gosh,
I'm good.
You don't even have your drink over here.
Nope. Can't spill it on myself this week.
We'll see. We got some time on the clock. Yeah, I think taking it with a grain of salt, and also people. Also, okay, I did not hear myself for a second. I feel like people can run away with like something. They get obsessed with something like vegans and things like that. Like that reminds me of veganism. How they're so, hung
annoying.
up. Yeah, they can be so hung up on things and like so judgmental of people for not sharing the same point of view or not being as, passionate about it. It's like, people do what they can do because everybody's living a different life. So
yeah, not everyone can just not eat meat.
Yeah, and also
fine.
Isn't like the ability to be vegan like classes or whatever, because what's more accessible, the animal byproducts that we have in every day, that we have in our grocery stores from top to bottom. Like, it's in Family Dollar. You're not gonna.
It's in Family Dollar. They sell meat at Family Dollar.
They sell meat products, like in like byproducts. Like they sell honey. They sell the pizza rolls. They sell canned pork and beans. What's more accessible?
None of those things that you said, except the pork and beans, sound like they had byproducts.
Like they're from animals.
Yeah, but honey isn't.
Yes.
I know it's from. It's from an insect.
No, but
it's from an insect.
But when I was introduced into like, what is this to be vegan or whatever?
Do vegans not eat honey?
Because they have not been given permission from the bees.
Oh,
so that means you can't have gummy bears. That means you cannot have gummy bears either. Because wow, but yeah,
I don't eat honey. Like, I get it. Save the bees. Bees are great.
That's why agave is so popping.
What is agave?
I don't know. Cancerous.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like most sugars and whatnot.
Like most false sugars. Your gods are all fake. If you know what show that's from, let us know.
Shout us out.
So yeah. Anyway, how was your week? Did you do anything fun? I know. We're gonna do this every single time.
No, we won't. I will shut it down every time.
Just like we're gonna be shut down soon.
Yeah, there's a possibility.
Don't you just love those segues?
Either the show continues next week, or it goes onto a hiatus until I have a new place to live.
I wasn't talking about that shutdown, but okay. I was talking about like the pandemic going into phase 6,000.
This one's more important because shutdown or not, you can come over. I don't give a
Fair enough. I'm just gonna have to lie to a couple of people. It's fine.
Your mother? Who doesn't lie to their mother?
This margarita.
Mom, I don't do drugs.
This margarita makes me feel like I have
anymore.
You do nicotine.
That's not a drug.
It's an addictive.
Yeah,
agent.
but it's a federally legal drug. I don't do federally illegal drugs anymore.
Okay. I don't think I want to do drugs.
You want to go
unless it's the apocalypse.
You want to go to
I want to go to dinner.
Let's go do some ayahuasca. Would you do ayahuasca?
What the hell is ayahuasca? How do you even spell ayahuasca?
AHY. Ayahuasca.
Is that what the heck?
Ayahuasca. It's like you drink it, and then you like lay, and you have to have a shaman there to like take you on
Oh,
a guide trip.
I've seen that
It's
on
like a
TV
vision
shows.
quest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm genuinely interested in it, but I think like some crazy stuff will happen afterwards.
I think.
But like people say like it opens you up and you
Mhm.
see new things and you learn more about yourself.
I definitely want to take more, adventures and things like that. This year, obviously, like I talked about last episode, I would just want to be out. I want to dress up and be out. I bought a lot of things yesterday, and just because I just needed to be out. I spent a little bit too much money. I needed to be out. So
That was me today.
yeah, I also went to Target that day where I spent too much money.
Target's dangerous.
Yeah. Although I feel like I'm not liking the vibe of the Target that's closest to us right now. It's just like too crowded. I get that they're doing construction and stuff, but it's not enough circulating air, which is a problem for me because which sounds weird, is a problem for me because I have fainted in a Kmart before when I was like 17 or whatever because there was no circulation. It was a Kmart and it was yeah. And it's just
It
like
was
too crowded.
you who got Kmart shut down.
It's like a year before that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
A year for that lawsuit.
I want a super Target.
A super Target?
Yeah,
What's a super Target?
it's just bigger. Maybe an escalators in there.
The Target's already pretty big.
The Target over here is not because because it's in such a busy area that it's
You need
crowded.
More, what do you need more parking?
I need more space. I don't want to be all up on people, all those checkout lines, and like I try to go like that is a deterrent for me. Like if I'm going to find XYZ and you're in my way, I'm gonna do a loop de loop. And if you're still there, I'm gonna leave. And then I'm gonna get home and be like, my list was not finished.
Just go to the self checkout where it's just
No,
you,
I'm talking
one
about
person out
no,
there.
no. I'm talking about when you're actually shopping
Like
for
going
something.
through aisles and whatnot.
Yeah, and I have to. Oh, excuse
Oh
me.
yeah,
No.
it's so annoying.
Yeah, no, I don't want to have to bob and weave.
I don't need more aisles to go. They already got like 3 sections.
No, it's just everything's bigger. Everything's bigger. Have a little bit more products and an escalator.
I couldn't find a hairbrush in there. I went to Target to look for a hairbrush. I couldn't find like a hairbrush.
Well, you looked in the wrong place because I bought one from there when I went.
Well, like what kind of hair? Like I need the
bristle.
I need the bristled ones.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Let me see. Pull this hairbrush out. Yes. Where did you get this?
In the hairbrush aisle.
No, there was none there.
Was did I take
All
the
they-
last one?
Probably all they had was the the wide bristle thing.
Yeah, it was
for
on
like
the left.
people with long hair.
No, it was on the left. Right on the edge of the aisle. Right next to the comb.
Wasn't there.
Well,
I went there today. Wasn't there.
it went poof.
How many
the black
How many
people
people
stole
need
it.
hairbrushes?
All the black people.
Get your own hairbrushes.
Get your own brush. There's beauty supply stores. You could have got it from CVS. Hell, by your job, the CVS over there is like a expanded CVS, so they have more stuff in there.
It sounds like walking. I gotta go walk to go there.
Got a whole
Hold on. Okay, let me read this to you real fast. People born in the year of the pig and the wood element are able to convince the interlocutor. What the hell?
I can't see what it is.
Interlocutor. A person who takes part in dialogue or conversation. Convince the interlocutor.
That's what we are.
Oh wow, that word just blew my brain.
Meta.
But at the same time, they're easy to communicate. They are easy to win the sympathy of people and gain friends and supporters. They like to keep abreast of events, lead an active lifestyle by virtue of their optimistic nature, cannot refuse to those who ask for their help. You can say they like to help, they find it fun, but perhaps in everything you need to know the measure, and you should learn to say no.
I feel like half of that was me and half of that was you.
And not to burden an unbearable burden on your shoulder. I think I just learned to say no really well.
Yeah, but also you're a dude. Girls aren't like told, yeah, go ahead and say no. They're like, you should give us more.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
I mean, it is a part of what happens sometimes. Um, but yeah, I can say no.
Not when you ask to your face. That's
I said no to you last week
about what?
when you were like, let's go to job. Let's go to your job, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, I'm not going there. I don't
It doesn't
succumb
count. You're
to
comfortable with me.
peer
But if
pressure.
like someone,
Somebody I didn't know,
You-
then I'm surely saying no. If
I
I don't
don't
know
know.
you, then I no longer have.
as long as I've known you, you've been pretty easy to get a yes out of.
Yes, because I'm down for
You're easy. You want to help the people.
yeah. But if I
And of
feel
course,
I'm
I
not-
want to help the people too. And I say yes a lot more than I should. But I
I'm
also
very
know my
agreeable.
boundaries.
Okay, yeah. So I'm agreeable most of the time. So I don't really usually have a reason to say no unless somebody is, bringing up something preposterous. And I'm not, I don't, I'm sort of proud of the fact that I don't really succumb to peer pressure like that. Like,
yeah.
I'll go with the flow. And once I'm like done and it takes me a while to get to that done point because I evaluate. I'm thinking like, am I really done or am I just tired? Do I just want? Is my social battery just drained?
Yeah.
And then when I say no, I'm like, I have already planned my escape plan. I am leaving right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Boundaries have been set. Once I've decided that no is the answer, there's no coming back from it.
yeah, no.
You cannot get me back to a yes once I've already decided no is the answer.
And I feel like, are you very like solid in your decision? Like once you're done with something, you're done.
I'm done.
Do you feel like that for everything?
Done.
I do too, because it takes a while to get to that decision sometimes. Like in your mind, you're contemplating it and you're weighing like all or many of the options for yourself and how
Yeah.
does it benefit you?
Yeah.
Am I giving too much?
Pros
And
and
by
cons
the time
list.
you share that, the thing has already been hashed out. I don't need to hash it out with you.
Yeah, no.
You've missed your opportunity by
I've already
not.
decided the
Yeah,
answer, and
yeah.
the answer is no. So
I don't need to talk about this.
I went
We're
through
done.
the pros and cons in my head for both of us.
Yeah.
And
I know your point of view and I know my point of view and I have decided.
Sorry, but sometimes people will be like, "Oh my gosh, you're so nice," because like I'll say yes to helping someone that like I like and
Yeah.
want to
And it's
help
vice
out.
versa. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be like for cutting somebody out for something negative. It could mean like, oh, I decided to help you because I think this is worthwhile and
Yeah,
there's balance.
I want to help you out. I mean, you got something to do.
hmm
I don't care if you help me out afterwards.
Yeah.
I
Because I've
just
already made
knew-
a choice to give to you.
Yeah,
welcome.
you've been granted this gift.
You're very welcome.
You're welcome. You can call me nice, and then
Mhm.
I can go back to being my mean self.
Yeah. Period. Anyway, where did we come from? How did we get here?
If there's
Where did
an-
we go? Cotton Eye Joe?
LA is thinking about doing another lockdown. We've got
Yeah.
the Delta and Zeta
Variant.
variants.
Yeah.
Indian variants, as I'm calling them.
Oh my gosh. I don't really mind the idea of it because although people have been stir crazy and are stir crazy, and I am also a little bit stir crazy with the monotony of life.
We live in a state that is not going to touch the lockdowns. This,
Oh, no,
This
no.
state is not locking down again.
But I do I believe that Los Angeles will? I think so.
It took them so long to open up in the first
Yeah.
place. They will not hesitate. I don't know. Their governor, Gavin Newsom. Bye-bye.
Hey, dude.
That Gavin Newsom.
Dang. I didn't expect that.
It took so long to open up the first time that everyone was like, we want to vote him out. They got Caitlyn Jenner running over there.
Oh
Did you
my
not-
gosh, I did hear that. That was so long ago. I thought that was like dropped.
What was I
Anyway.
saying about that cuck Gavin Newsom?
That they wanted to vote him out and
Vote him
Caitlyn
out.
Jenner's running.
Caitlyn Jenner's running because they hated him so much. All the businesses, people hate him.
Mhm.
All the people who live there who can't go out and do anything.
Now, is
hate
that
him.
just a necessary evil that the decisions that he made, or
But people were still dying over there faster than they were dying here,
so it wasn't doing anything?
It wasn't
the
doing
lockdowns.
anything.
Okay. Well-
except keeping people inside and
die
isolated
alone.
from other people. I'm sure suicide rates went up a whole bunch.
I mean, that city is tricky. I mean, let them do. They're on a whole nother coast. I'm not even gonna worry about it.
I
But
mean,
Caitlyn Jenner
these are
to
not
be running.
factual. These are not factual things.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put it out.
What?
Google it, figure it out for
Yeah,
yourself. But
for sure.
what I know is that people were dying over in California
Uh-huh.
more than they were dying in Florida,
Yeah.
which had decided to open up and get back to normal.
That's so wild. They call Florida crazy, and
It
Florida is
is.
crazy for sure.
It definitely is.
But that's the so. I mean, I know that I'm assuming that Los Angeles is more populous than like the major city down here, Miami.
They have just as much sunshine as us, which was one thing they were saying was something like vitamin D
Yeah,
helps to like fight it off and whatnot.
yeah.
And
Like
sun,
people, suicide
hot
rates are
stuff.
higher in places like Washington where
Oh
it's
yeah,
very
cold,
rainy.
rainy places are
Yeah.
the worst.
So I don't know. I just
I
really, for California's sake, do not put Caitlyn Jenner, a random person, a random celebrity, a random ex-athlete.
But why not? Because what have these trained people done for us anyway?
Honestly, I feel like
How did Arnold Schwarzenegger do? They
I
had
know.
him.
Okay, so what I was thinking is like comparison is like the thief for all joy, whatever. But they're all trash. So can we not like find somebody and force them into office? Is that a better alternative?
Find somebody and make them be
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, like you find like the best car salesman that's like honest as hell, and you're like, Dave,
See,
you're gonna be the mayor.
that's the problem. I think you believe in humanity too much, and you believe in that person. That humanity will not always look out for
Yeah.
themselves,
And
no matter
also,
what.
yeah, and there's also corruption. Like things get to people's heads. They're talking to because all of this is a group project. America's a group project. You know, people in the White House is a group project. The presidency, he has to go through different, chambers or whatever to get decisions made. This is a group project. So, that's why it's so easy to say, I hate parts America because you all are failing.
Yes,
You're
get into
part of the
your
assignment.
hates of Americas because we got some comments last week
Hmm.
about people being sad hearing you say you hate America,
Now, I don't hate the.
which is a thing. Like, Ben wants to move out of the country.
Mhm.
Me, I'm like, no, I like it here better than I think I would like it anywhere else.
Mhm.
Mostly because of the freedoms I have and opportunities.
Mhm.
I'm not stupid and can't admit that there are things wrong,
Mhm.
but obviously, I mean, no place is perfect.
Yeah. With that, I can understand the appeal of wanting to move out of the country. I would want to have more travel experience and more education to live outside of the country, but it's about what you're willing to put up with. What you're willing to deal with. If you think something that another country lacks that America has is worth giving up to live there, is weighing the pros and cons like any decision. I mean, it's just quite a big one. Um, but for America, it's just very easy to say because there's so many things that are blaringly um, faulty with the system that is here. And, seeing it fail so many times is discouraging. So it's very easy to say.
But that's what America is. It's an experiment from the
It is
beginning.
an experiment.
It's been an experiment
I don't
on
like science.
how people can you give people this freedom to live without a king and a ruler and a
However,
dictator who tells you what to do.
Can you
and
give them
just
false
do your
freedom?
thing.
I don't think this is real freedom. Where
False freedom.
I think it's false freedom. I think, society as a whole and all societies have ways to put you in certain boxes, and you may have a lot of room in those boxes, and you may have a lot of options in those boxes. But is this box really serving you? Those are the questions that we have. But also nothing's perfect. Nothing
Nothing's
is ever going to be perfect. Even when you think of like you can imagine your ideal world, there's somebody that's going to be displeased with that.
What's your
So,
ideal world?
I don't know. I would like to try new things every day.
Your ideal world is only concerned about you.
My
Sounds like America.
ideal world.
World.
My ideal world.
World.
I like how I just named one thing. You was like, well, that seems quite selfish of you.
It did.
But I don't know what my ideal world is. So that's also one of the things. Like, if you don't know what you want, you can't. It's very difficult to get what you want. If that makes sense. Like you know your likes and dislikes, but
that's true.
It's sort of a. Well, I don't like this, but what do you like? What would work? What is salvageable? You can complain all day. So that's also weighing the pros and cons of something. Balance.
Honestly, it's America's pretty close to my ideal world, except for like, killing black people and the racism.
Sex trafficking.
I don't care about it. Sure, it's a problem for those people.
You're skinny enough that you need to. Somebody will pick you up and carry you away. Put you in a pool real quick. You float to the bottom.
Nah, I'm scrappy. I'm scrappy.
You'll scrap. If they just need to have 5 inches on you
they're either
and
gonna
10 extra pounds of muscles.
They're either gonna kill me or I'm gonna claw their eyes out. Cause you come at me, no holds bars. I'm going for everything that will just like ruin the rest of your life.
Also,
eyes, ears, nose, throat. I'm taking your tonsils out.
Question. That reminds me of something that I was seeing on TikTok, and it was very relatable to me. It was okay. Say if like somebody was robbing you, doesn't that not give you like the perfect opportunity to release all your pent up frustration, all your pent up rage, and just be like, you're robbing me, you're trying to take me down. Oh, I'm getting out all this trauma, rage from like that was such a hilarious.
Are they robbing you with a gun or a knife?
It doesn't matter. You're going full force.
No, what do you mean? I'm getting out of there alive.
It's not about the robbery. It's about somebody giving you somebody like I don't know, disrespecting you or robbing you or whatever the word is, and you being, oh, I have permission to fuck you up. Oh, you are doing
this shit, so I'm gonna take you out.
Yeah, so you just gave me the right to kill you or do whatever to you or beat you up because
defending myself.
Have come and passed the line. You no longer are safe. You are now disrespecting me and whatever I have. So now I can get off my pent up rage and beat your ass.
I knew this guy who he was at home and someone tried to break into his car and he shot him dead in his driveway and was showing me the pictures of the blood just like running down his driveway and everything. And I was like, you know what? You was in your right.
You were in your right. And then I bet you feel a little bit crazy.
You gotta feel a little bit good, but also like,
but like you got that blood on your hands. Like, what the heck?
I just killed this man.
I never want to kill a person. My God.
Well, I mean, maybe once and just try it out, see what it feels like.
No, I mean, if you do me dirty, like not like everyday dirty, like you like ruin my life,
they're
like
robbing
something
you with a gun. What if they're robbing you with a gun? And you got then
I'm testing out these WWE moves.
I'm doing the
clothesline.
I'm doing the hey, I got a wife and kids at home.
Oh, like the first thing is
I'm
gonna use
myself.
I'm gonna talk your ear off. I'm gonna tell you everything about me. My name is I have one and I've never done this and I've never done this and I've never even been in Disney World. I never had a funnel cake, blah blah blah. Like,
do you think they really care? Do you think that? How often do you think that works? Where you're like, I have a wife and kid? Because I feel like if you said that, it wouldn't matter unless that person themselves had a kid, because otherwise they don't care.
Yeah, I agree.
They just want to live.
If the person is envious and full of hatred for people that have more than them, then that would be a bad route. But from my perspective, if I'm saying all the things that I haven't done yet, all the potential that I could have, and things like that, then that's like, oh wow, I'm really taking away opportunities from this person if I snuff them out.
And I think the best route is going like, hey, I want to live just like you want to live.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you some of this money.
You think you're getting robbed at your job or at home?
I don't care. On the street.
On the street.
If you're on the street and you're walking, someone comes up, give me all the money in your wallet. Hey,
I
I
got
don't
$23.
have any money in my
Yeah,
wallet.
these are cards, man.
I just want to live just like you're trying to live and get
also,
by. Everyone's just trying to get by.
question: if you're getting robbed and you don't have any cash, do they just leave you?
They can take your card.
They can take your card, but I will like go to like if we're near.
Honestly, we're not getting robbed
Yeah.
because we're broke
Yeah,
and we look broke.
but thanks. But also like
I said we.
where would we be if we were getting robbed? Like, because there are cameras everywhere, like literally, unless I'm in a back alley.
We don't walk around as much as some
Yeah.
certain people do.
I don't.
Oh my gosh. Can I tell you what Sebastian did the other day?
What?
Sebastian's walking home and he gets to the train crossing
Yeah.
and there's a train going by. The train stops. He's sitting there 10 minutes. He's like, all right, 5 more minutes and we'll see.
Uh-huh.
He decides after those 5 minutes to hop on the train so he can like get over. He's going to hop on the train and then hop off the other side and just walk home. He's like 2 minutes from home. But as he hops on the train, it starts to move. And he feels the momentum carrying him along. And a split-second decision, he decides to hop off and like rolls down on the ground and scrapes up his whole arm. It's like he's got a whole big mark on there.
Oh my gosh.
And before that, he was like trying to call his girlfriend, be like, hey, there's this train. Should I like hop over it? Should I stay? She doesn't answer. She doesn't tell him not to do it.
And he's like, that's the sign.
That's the sign.
Let's go.
So he hops it and his whole arm is messed up. He's got like bruises on his hips and whatnot.
That's what you get for playing with trains.
My problem with it is you shouldn't have waited so long.
Yeah.
You waited 15 minutes.
The train was stopped.
You should have done it right
you
away.
look left or right, the train is there on your left and it's not
As
coming.
soon as the train stops, hop on across.
Yeah.
Those little, the little in between carriage passages.
I mean, in the train near him, which one? The one.
It was like the cargo trains.
Oh.
He almost became a hobo just traveling the world.
Oh my gosh. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Imagine where that goes. That's really funny.
But also, he could have died.
Yeah.
He could have accidentally like fallen on the train.
Yeah.
And died.
Like
he's alive, so I can laugh.
Yeah. Do better, Sebastian. Dang. Do better.
Go earlier.
Bruised up. Yeah. You be confident in your decisions.
Yeah.
Even if you're wrong,
act first, think later.
You better do it. You better have faith in yourself. Don't be like, ooh.
No, you wouldn't have jumped it. You would have waited.
I probably wouldn't have. Because I would. That's me. I'm like, it takes 2 minutes to make a decision to like weigh all the options. I don't hear nothing. I don't see any smoke coming out of the thing. That thing is paused. Sure. I have experience with this thing stopping me in my car for however long. If I'm on foot, I'm going across.
You really think you would go across?
I think so. I think as I saw the train coming, I would have left, actually. I would have just gone around.
Found another way?
Yeah. I was like, this train is coming and I'm already walking. I already got this momentum. I might as well go the other way.
I definitely would have been over in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Not even worried about it.
Like, oh, okay, let's go. There you go. I mean, it takes less than 30 seconds.
Imagine he got stuck on the train, and just ended up in the next stop. Where would he be?
Which would be like
the destination, wherever he'd be in Pennsylvania.
Oh my gosh, those trains don't go. They would be coming down here. Wow, I wonder where it goes. I might look that up later on.
Yeah, how often do they stop? Like they have to unload that stuff somewhere.
Yeah, but then the truck drivers are driving them all the way back, so I don't know. On to the next game. Do you want to pick one?
You didn't want to go into your death topic that you had?
Oh, no, that's a whole long discussion.
It's not even.
We're going to talk about what's your favorite afterlife scenario from different religions. We'll talk
about death next episode.
Yeah.
You need to answer your question, though.
What was my question?
What's one show that they watched that would make you instantly leave?
A show. I don't know many shows.
Mine was like Real Housewives or no, it was RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, probably that tiny people shows.
Tiny Home?
No, the
Oh, Tiny People?
tiny people. What is it? Little people? Yeah. This
Midgets.
is like, what are you doing? Like, why are you watching this?
Midgets. Pick 3 cards. This is a game that I was going to try and buy at Target today, but they were sold out.
Okay.
Now, the point of this game is to start arguments, and we're going to have a debate that the people will decide for us, and then next week maybe I'll have the official game. And we can have
God.
So these are your characters that you have to choose from, and then you choose one superpower, and then you'll choose a random superpower afterwards.
Wait, so how many do I choose? 3?
You choose 3, and then you can pick one.
For each or for all?
For one, you have to choose one of those characters
Okay.
with one of these superpowers. And the
Okay.
point is to win against mine.
Okay.
Like who would
who win in a fight?
Who would win in an all-out
Gotcha.
brawl?
Gotcha.
So choose 3.
Okay.
Wow, I got 2 very similar things for the powers. And then so after that you'll
Did
put
you get one of mine?
I took one of yours.
Okay.
Okay, I got to figure out. So now figure out with your character one of its superpowers.
um.
And then sit it face down in front of you.
Okay, I got my first one, and then
Picking
my.
this one.
I think this is silly, but I think
Gonna
it'll
pick that one.
do.
Okay, put your character places back over there.
Oh, my character stuff.
Yeah, your character, and then put your other ones back in here. We'll mix them back up.
Okay, mine is dumb.
Wait, don't
it's
say
funny.
it. Leave it set face down. And now pick one random one. I'll pick one random one. I've done that one before. I mean, I can do it if you want.
Pick another.
Pick another one. Because I feel like I've had this exact game before. Not going to look so that I don't purposely pick one of mine.
Yeah.
I got the same one again. Throw that one to the side because I got the same one.
Just close your eyes.
I closed my eyes and I still picked the same one. Okay. Don't look at
I didn't
it.
even see it. But it's
Okay.
funny.
Now, you have your character
My
and
character.
it's 2 superpowers.
And it's 2 superpowers.
Now we will reveal them to each other and then debate which one should win. So first, your character. You got to flip it over in front of me.
Oh, I have to show you?
Yeah, you got to show me.
My character
Your character.
is a baby.
A baby. Mine is a whale.
Okay. This might be a little bit formidable because my baby weighs 10,000 pounds.
10,000 pounds. Mine sets things on fire with their mind.
Oh, well, it's good because my baby faces through walls and etc.
Faces through walls, etc. Mine is telekinetic.
It's telekinetic. A fire starter. That's a fire starter.
A fire.
Have you ever seen that movie? That's a fire starter. That's a fire starter.
It's a whale.
Because you set things on fire with your mind. That's the telekinesis.
One more time for the people. Mine is a whale that sets things on fire with its mind and is telekinetic.
Mine
Yours
is a baby that weighs 10,000 pounds and can phase through walls,
etc.
etc.
Now the argument begins for who wins the fight. I'll let you go first.
How much does a whale weigh? Because is a baby more resourceful than a whale? I don't know.
You better argue for your baby. Don't give me
How?
don't give me an easy win. It's a baby.
A baby is at least like
A baby is
under
between
1.
0 and 12
Years.
months.
Okay. 2 years? A tot-
12.
That's a tot.
That's
12.
a toddler.
Okay. My baby is big as hell. Can cause
How big is
havoc.
10,000 pounds?
How much does a whale weigh?
Probably more than
Tons.
10,000.
Yeah. Whale weighs tons. My baby can like my baby can phase through that whale and be big enough to explode it when my baby rephases.
If you think that baby is getting close enough with this telekinetic powers, you're at a loss.
The whale's in water. Babies know how to swim. Babies know how to swim and the whale is in water.
Yeah.
What makes you think that the fire is going to sustain itself in the water when my baby comes around?
That's a good point, but I'm a telekinetic that baby out the water.
With
and I'm
fire?
gonna set him on fire.
So the
I'ma
baby is
use my
like swimming in the water,
and I'll be
bobbing,
like, and the whale's
then
gonna be
just
like,
shoots them up.
and throw
And
that
then
baby.
my baby goes, shoop, I'm phased. Phased through that fire. That was good. My baby phases through that fire. Easy. Fire can't touch my baby, etc.
All right, you got a good point. The fire probably
Yeah,
can't touch.
that's very odd that I do have a good
I'm
point.
gonna throw that baby up in the air with the telekinetic powers.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna fall to the ground, and it's gonna be going at so much momentum that it just like falls through the world into the other side of space, and then it's just traveling off into nowhere.
Does that mean you think the world is flat?
No, I mean it's just gonna have so much momentum from falling.
Fair, but
It doesn't get to decide when it stops itself.
But also, a 10,000 pound baby is a big baby.
Doesn't matter. It's telekinetic. It's a telekinetic whale.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's a whale. It's used to lifting 10,000 pounds. Tons and tons and tons.
My baby's
of
dragging your whale
whales.
down with it.
You think my whale's gonna telekinesis your baby that close to itself?
Do I think that a whale can kinetic will focus on more things than once? If like your whale is a whale, then probably can't concentrate on more than one thing at a time. So your whale is dragging my baby down, and my baby's like, I'm gonna grab onto anything because I'm a baby and I need to hold on to things, and I am going to cause havoc.
The whale's gonna set itself on fire so that the baby's hands set on fire while it tries to grab it.
So my baby wins because your whale has set itself on fire.
But then it's also in water, so it just like cools off instantly.
Exactly.
It just makes his body hot. It's got a hot temperature.
Hot body.
Listen,
got a hot body.
Let me tell you how
You
this
got a
goes.
Maserati.
Let me tell you how this goes
You
down.
got a head.
Your baby is crawling. It's not even walking. It's crawling on land.
No. My baby's swimming. Period.
It's crawling on land, coming towards the whale, gets in the water, starts to swim at the whale. Whale says, nope. Get back there into the land. Whale sets everything on fire. Baby's like, no, I don't care. I can phase through it.
Mm-hmm.
Whale's like, oh man, this baby's pretty cool.
You know
I guess
what?
he can phase through it. Let me throw him up in the air and slam him back down and throw him back in there and slam him back down and throw him up. You know, my whale is just going to hit with his telekinesis. That baby's soft spot is going to be dead.
Wow.
Telekinetic that soft spot in.
Do you think a whale is so vicious that it would do
This
that
whale.
to a baby?
This whale is.
this
whale
fire
don't
starting
give a
whale.
This fire starting telekinetic whale does not care. It's here to win.
My baby, once it goes back on the ground, it's gonna phase, and you won't be able to have any sight of that. And my baby's gonna do a sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
It's 10,000 pounds. It can barely hold his neck up.
Do you think phasing through
It's a
walls?
baby.
Do you think phasing through walls, even at my baby size, is gonna like be a problem? No.
Yes. It can't. Babies can barely hold their head up. And you want him
But
to
they
hold
can in the water. They can in the water.
800-pound
Do you
head
think
up.
my baby will be super visible in the water when they face it?
It's
through?
10,000 pounds. It's huge.
Yes, but do you think my baby is opaque?
It's
when
the size of a minivan.
a sneak attack
A minivan cannot do a sneak attack.
in the water with a whale? Yes, it can. In comparison to a whale, my baby can sneak attack. That whale loses sight of my baby for 1 second. Poof. powers void. You can't manipulate something that you cannot see. And the whale is not smart enough.
What's that baby gonna do
My
once it
baby's
gets
gonna sneak
close enough
attack.
to the whale?
You know what babies do? They manipulate.
What are
You
its
know what
attack powers?
babies are babies, and they are like cute as hell because they are master manipulators.
Your baby is all passive powers. Mine is all active powers.
Yeah, sneak attack. My baby is a super spy. Super spy. Super spy.
Your baby's not even getting close to my whale. Not a chance it even gets close. To even try anything.
My baby will.
At best, your baby gets
When my baby does their
gets-
sneak attack, they're gonna phase through that whale and
At
bust it.
best your baby gets a standoff, and it's just like, okay, we're both even, but it's not getting anywhere close. What's it gonna phase through? Water?
Do you think your whale can even have a chance of manipulating my baby if my baby is constantly phased? My baby doesn't have to go through things to be phased.
We
They can
don't
just be
need
phased.
you to be solid to telekinesis your ass all over the place.
Why wouldn't you think that we need to be telekinesis kinetic? My baby cannot be telekinized.
Telekinized. We will use our
When my baby
telekinetic powers on your phased baby. It can be as phased as he wants, but he still matter.
But
We move matter.
But if my matter is not visible to your whale,
No,
whale will not be
no,
able to lock onto it.
Your baby is still visible. It just phases through things. It's
Yeah.
not invisible. Its
Yeah, but they
matter
could-
still exists.
But you are thinking of a certain type of phasing ability. My baby could probably shift their molecules.
Yeah, all it's doing is moving its molecules super fast.
Do you think you can see a molecule?
Telekinesis can.
Do you think a whale can tell what a molecule is from a speck of sand?
Whales are very smart.
smarter than my.
Definitely smarter than a baby. A whale is definitely smarter than a baby.
You know who's smarter? Our commenters, who should figure out who is better, my baby or his whale.
Decide who won.
Decide in the comments below.
And then next week, either the 10,000 baby who phases through walls, or the whale who sets things on fire with telekinesis will go up against a new battle.
Versus. Did you ever play that game like Marvel versus
Oh
Capcom?
my gosh, yes, of course.
I love that.
So great.
We should do like a super pose. Ja! No? Too much? Ah! Freeze. Cheese.
You didn't freeze long enough.
Yeah. Yeah, you know that's the thumbnail. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what you just saw. I think that's all we got for today's episode. Thank you so much for visiting us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Like, subscribe, comment. We got 2 new followers. Thank you, whoever you are.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Send it to your friends. Send it to their friends. Send it to your mom, your grandma, and her lover.
Yeah. If you get called on the street, you just like slip them our YouTube channel.
Yeah, start carrying business cards around for us.
Yeah.
We're trying to get that money.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I guess I'll give you my phone number, whatever, stranger, and then you go on YouTube and you find our channel and you subscribe.
Plus, either way, either the show will be recording next week, or it may be on hiatus for a little bit.
Yeah. We'll keep you updated on Instagram.
I shall
Definitely
let
follow
you
us
know.
on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
Hopefully, if we, regardless,
Hopefully, we get
probably
a
won't
nice
be recording next week
place.
because either way, you will be preoccupied.
Oh no, we're going. I don't care. If I'm in a new place, we can do it on the
Oh, really?
floor.
Okay. I would bring a pillow.
That's probably
Back
a
to
good
Target
idea.
we go.
I got my butt pillow.
I do have a pillow in my car, though. It's a neck pillow. But it looks like a butt pillow because it doesn't have the cover on it. Oh,
For when I sit on the floor.
nice and stiff. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, bye-bye. Love you. Bye-bye.
Share your thoughts with us. Definitely
Yeah,
tell.
let us know who won.
Yeah. My baby.
Obviously, my whale.
Goodbye.